Good morning students. All of you, today is day 1 of class 8 week 5 and we will start from the chapter number 2, long question number 2. Explain the landforms made by Valley Glacier. And the answer is on page number 13. Topic: Valley Glacier. Glaciers found on high altitude mountains are called valley alpine glacier. They move quickly as compared to continental glaciers because of slope. However, this movement is not more than several feet per day. Initially, valley glacier trends erode the rocks, but when they begin to melt, they start depositing the eroded material. In this way, new landforms are created by erosion and deposition. Okay, thank you. Good morning students to all of you. Today is day 2 of class 8 of week 5 and we will start from the long question number 2 remaining part, and the long question number 2's remaining part is erosional landforms. Kirk, in high altitude areas where glaciers are formed, accumulation of ice creates a bowl-shaped depression known as Crack Lake Tarn. When Valley Glacier comes out of the Kirk and depression is filled with water to create natural lakes. These are called Kirk Lakes or Tarn. Saffar Maluk and Satpara in Pakistan are examples of such lakes. Number 3 topic is U-shaped valley. Glacier tends to erode its valley downwards as well as sidewards. Due to this action, the valley gets widened and resembles English alphabet U. That's why it is called U-shaped valley. Kagan, Naran and Himza are examples of such valleys. This landform made by glacier is labeling here. Hanging, these are hanging valley, these are Kirk, and these two Tarn are Kirk Lake. Number 4 topic is hanging valley. Just like a major river is joined by small streams, a major glacier is joined by many small glaciers. The valleys of these small glaciers lie above the valley of main glacier and are called hanging valleys. Number 5 is fjord. Many mountain ranges are situated on the coast. Here the valley glacier directly descend into the sea and sea water enters into their valleys. These are called fjords. Drowned valleys. Such valleys are common in Denmark, Norway and Sweden. And here the long question number completed. Good morning students to all of you. Today is day 3 of class 8 of week 5 and we will start from the long question number 3. Describe the landforms made by wind. And the long question number 3 answer is on page number 16 and the topic is landforms made by wind. There are no permanent streams in desert because the amount of rainfall is very low. As a result, the vegetation is also sparse in deserts. In these circumstances, wind plays an important role in landform modification. It also creates new landforms made by erosion and deposition, like river and glacier. The erosional landforms. Wind performs erosional work in two ways. First, it carries unconsolidated sediments with it. This process is called deflation. Second, it uses these sediments as tool for further erosion. This process is called absorption. Following are some important erosional landforms are zoogen. Number 1, sometimes hard rocks underlain by soft rocks are present on the surface of earth. Wind erodes the lower layers of soft rock as compared to hard rocks. As a result, the hard rocks remain over thinner soft rocks in the form of slabs. This landform is called zoogen. Good morning students, to all of you. Today is day 4 of class 8 of week 5 and we will start from the long question number 3 remaining part on page number 17. The remaining part is mushroom rock. Further erosion of zoogen transforms the hard rocks into mushroom shaped rock residing over thinner soft rocks. And number 3, deflation basin and lakes. When wind picks and carries loose sediments, shallow depressions are formed on that surface. These are called deflation basins. When rainwater accumulates in these depressions, they become lakes which evaporate with time. Number 4 is Jordan. Sometimes a series of hard and soft rock is present side by side on the earth's surface. Uneven erosion of wind transforms these rocks in irregular shapes which are called yardens. And number 5 is Inselberg. When soft rocks are eroded completely by wind, columns of hard rocks remain behind at distant places. These are called Inselbergs. We can observe the erosional landforms of wind in Potohar and Balochistan Plateau in Pakistan. And here the long question number 3 is completed. Okay, thank you. Good morning students, to all of you. Today is day 5 of class 8 of week 5 and we will start from the long question number 4. Discuss the landforms made by sea waves. Good morning students, to all of you. Today is day 5 of class 8 of week 5 and we will start from the long question number 4's answer, and the answer is on page number 18 and the topic is landform made by sea waves. Waves of the river tend to erode inland areas, whereas sea waves are an important source of landform change in the coastal areas on a larger scale. And another topic is erosional landforms. Some landforms created by the erosional work of sea waves are as follows. Number 1, sea cliffs. On mountainous coast, seaward slopes are exposed to wave attack. With time, the slopes retreat and become perpendicular. These are called cliffs. The rate of retreat depends upon the nature of the rocks. This diagram shows coastal bar, Timbolos, pit bar and island. Number 2 point is caves. Continuous waves attack at the bottom of cliffs create cavities. These cavities by further erosion transform into caves. Number 3 point is headland and bay. Ultimate hard and soft rocks on sea front result in uneven erosion. Sea water invades further inland among the soft rocks, creating a bay, while the bordering land comprised of hard rocks remains well ahead in water. This is called headland. Okay, thank you, students.